A jetway stands deserted at Phuket International Airport in Thailand, but as the camera moves closer, shadowy figures can be seen exiting from the plane that is nowhere in sight. Some have suggested that maybe it's a reflection from another jetway just off screen. However, others have commented on the possibility that the jetway had been opened in error, and once the passengers realised, they simply headed back. More than a few were completely freaked out by the footage, and one even commented that he had never flown, and after seeing this, he never intended to. Leave your thoughts below. This video was uploaded by YouTube viewer Audax, whose uncle owns a rental store. One day, as he's walking into the store, he feels something push him from behind. After looking round and seeing no one there, he just brushed it off as one of those things. Until that is, he saw the CCTV footage. As the uncle enters the store, a glowing white apparition can be clearly seen as he looks round in surprise.
What the hell?
Is this evidence of ghosts, or a camera glitch just at the right moment? You decide. A quiet little store in Oregon that may be busier than it looks. Orbs are seen flying in front of the only employee, while a tip jar almost topples from the counter before returning to an upright position. This is the speeded up version, as the tip jar took over 5 minutes to accomplish this feat. Several days later, a pair of scissors and several pencils realign themselves, seemingly of their own accord. Are we seeing paranormal here, or just a few camera tricks? TikTok user Chips and Chicken uploaded this security footage, which was taken in the 50-year-old Union Center in California. A ghostly white figure hovers in the background while an orb floats up towards the ceiling.
Yep.
The office manager claims this freaked him out and believed the phantom resembles a recently deceased union member. And Chips and Chicken says that all the workers there are elderly and wouldn't know how to fake a video like this. This home in Newcastle, England is well known for the paranormal activities that's claimed to have happened there. The investigators here tonight specifically asked the spirits to show themselves, whereupon a cascade of orbs appear and a dining room chair moves of its own accord. Many viewers have pointed out that the spirits seemingly appearing on command is just a little too coincidental. Captured by a taxi dashcam in Hua Hin, Thailand, what appears to be a very tall girl wearing a white dress and knee-high boots, sitting calmly on the divider of a major highway. The divider, which is actually made of small shrubs, is only around 2 feet tall, making the girl seem even taller. The dashcam's owner claims that there was nothing to be seen when he looked into the rearview mirror. This Russian couple had a suspicion that something strange was going on in their kitchen, so naturally they installed a camera and waited. At 2 minutes past 10 on the evening question, the salt and pepper shakers begin to inch along the sink before one of them finally falls over. On the next evening, an egg beater activates itself, causing the young girl to drop the eggs she was carrying. Finally, as the guy is taking a drink, the stove activates itself and slides the skillet directly above the flame. So, do we have an omelette-addicted entity, special effects, or something else? Reddit user Shadow Husky 1 began to hear strange noises coming from his parents' closet. The family had just moved into the property, which had been built in the 1950s. As the boy enters, something ghostly flashed past the camera. Shadow Husky then asks it to make a noise, whereupon whispering and knocks can be heard.
Please make a noise.
Backing away from the closet, metal coat hangers can be heard rattling together, and, when entering the bathroom, a lady's voice whispers and the light switch fails to work. So, do we have the natural sounds of an unfamiliar home? Something supernatural? Or just an overactive imagination? The Leopard Inn, Stoke-on-Trent, was opened in the 1700s as a coaching house and comes complete with many tales of secret tunnels, witchcraft and even murder. This footage, taken by the spirit searchers, wasn't even noticed until several days later. A glowing orb bounces around the corridor, only to reappear moments later as an eerie mist. Investigator Roy Woolridge said, "We were really shocked by the footage and don't have an explanation for it, although this wasn't the only unusual experience. Every time I left the second floor, I'd close the door, but whenever we returned, it was fully open again." Previous visitors have claimed to have had bricks thrown at them and seen doors open and close by themselves, and reportedly a witch named Molly Lee is known to haunt the tunnels there. Reddit user Vanilla Bear 23499 is used to hearing strange noises in her parents' home and admits that the cellar makes her especially nervous. On this occasion, Vanilla Bear's dog begins to act in an unusual manner, and that's when she sees the doorknob to the cellar rattling vigorously, as if someone was determined to open it from the inside. She calms her nerves and quickly opens the doors to find nothing there. Could this be poltergeist activity? Or maybe it's just a persistent draft coming from below. Long after the school day is over, the lights in several classrooms begin to exhibit unusual behaviour. Being filmed by students from several meters away, it's plain to see that the rooms are totally empty. As they head across for a closer look, all the doors mysteriously open by themselves, and chairs begin to be thrown outside. They crash into the balcony wall and even smash into the ground below. The students then run away in terror, having learned a valuable lesson. It's better to avoid haunted schools at night. For some reason, poltergeists seem to have an affinity for kitchens, and this home in England is no exception.
Well, it's happened again. I've just come in the kitchen to make myself a cup of tea and all my cupboards.
The guy goes to make a hot drink, and when he returns moments later, things are a little disturbed.
All opened. It's real strange because it wasn't like this about 5 minutes ago when I came in to put the kettle on. Close them all. What? No way. Oh, it's a laugh. How the hell?
Genuine poltergeist activity? Or just clever editing?
There was only a slight noise. I don't know if you picked it up on the camera.
Exercise is supposed to be good for your health. It tones your body and stimulates the heart. However, at this particular gym, the lady who was doing pull-ups may have gotten slightly overstimulated. One of the equipment handles to her left begins to lift itself upwards, seemingly of its own accord. The surprised shout of her partner prompts her to let go and she runs off camera. This fairly high resolution video offers no evidence of threads or any other form of trick. So what are we looking at here? Let me know your thoughts below. Ghost Hunters Paranormal Nightmares captured some creepy footage while live streaming from an empty laundry room. A large plank of wood is sent crashing to the floor, followed by a creepy voice whispering, "Pardon?" Someone or something then topples the camera onto its side. Evidence of the paranormal is a little sparse in this footage, but what do you think? The G-Team paranormal investigators have teamed up with Heather's Hauntings to take a look at a whole collection of haunted dolls, one of which I have shown before. They filmed the investigation while one of the team uses a spirit box in an attempt to communicate with the dolls.
I really don't know what to make of these dolls. I know that they all are haunted dolls. I'm pretty much 100% sure now that they are all haunted for sure. I mean, we already know that the big one is because we've seen her move in my office.
A short while later, something surprising is caught on camera. The large doll begins to move.
I'm not taking her with me when I move, so if any of you are interested in that doll, please let me know. Because I don't want to keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home.
And from there, it gets worse. When one of the team suggests getting rid of the doll, it becomes far more active.
Oh my god, are you f***ing kidding me? I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested. I don't.
Her pretty face just moved towards you.
Oh my god, Heather.
Like that legitly just moved.
Oh my god. Clay, did you see that?
When you said you're not taking her with you, what the
Like,
f*** is that?
I don't know, I just
I
heard
just
that.
heard a girl's voice.
Are you serious? That wasn't one of you?
No.
Oh my god, she really just f***ing move? Oh, hell no. Oh my god. Heather, I got the cold chills from the top of my head to my freaking toe. Oh my god.
This clip begins in a deserted car park after nightfall, when a glow can be seen hovering above a streetlight. As the glowing object comes into frame, we can see it's an eerie mist which descends to the streetlight before pausing for a few moments, whereupon it lowers itself to the ground and begins to undulate, forming different shapes as it does so. Many viewers have commented that it's just a strange mist that's being illuminated by the streetlight, although that wouldn't explain what we see later in the clip, when the mist seems to almost dance across the car park to the right of the screen.